going to be a cold one, I think. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're starting today's video in the dark. There's good reasons for this. So a few weeks ago we did a bit of a night ride. Tonight, Exposure Lights have asked me to do something a little special at Okeford Hill Bikepark. So as you can see with my breath, it's pretty cold, so it will be a bit of a chilly one. Let's go. I don't know the full scale of what we're doing tonight, so let's go up there and go check it. Oi, oi. As you can see, or not see, that's the moon up there. It is 5:30. You can obviously see that I've just filled my tank up, but most importantly, it's 3.5 degrees. 3.5 degrees. Dare I say it, tonight it's going to be rather wet, so we're getting the waterproofs on, sort all this jazz out, and then we're going to see Andy, see what the actual vibe is, and then go from there. Andy is one of the main guys here at Okeford Hill Bikepark, and he is going to explain to us what we're getting up to tonight.
Welcome to Okeford Hill. Right, what we're going to do tonight is Exposure Lights, who very kindly sponsor our night rides that we're going to be holding up here through the winter, have given us one of every type of light that they do. And what we're going to do is run a little bit of experiment with the crash test dummy up here to work out what is the smallest light he can get down the trails here without actually dying.
First light we're going to try tonight on the bike is the Exposure 6-pack. So this is their top of the range bad boy. The one on the helmet is going to be the
joystick. That one's 1000 lumens. The 6-pack is 1875.
It's a good job someone knows what they're about.
What you'd normally run is the Diablo here, which is 1800 lumens, so we're going to see how you get on with the smaller light on your head as well.
Got the half face on tonight using their own sort of mechanism to mount it to the helmet. So obviously from that point of view, I'm going to rock the chest cams. Hopefully you guys get to see both lights in action then and all that good stuff. Anyway, enough of the talking and done enough of that. Let's go hit the trails. Yeah! Utilising the 6-pack. So the 6-pack is the big daddy of the lights that we've got here tonight. First run here at Okeford Hill Bikepark, using essentially what is the brightest light. And it doesn't really help, as you can imagine, it's quite wet. So we're going to go pretty chill. You can almost hear all the ground is pretty frozen, which doesn't really help anything. So I really do hope this video comes out. We're now going to do a bit more of a techie trail. It doesn't really help that I don't really know where I'm going, but it sort of makes it fun for you guys to watch. Very off camber, I've been told, near the bottom, so hopefully it's not too slick. Check out Roy then. Roy hoy! So we got a couple of jumps. Really doesn't help. Well, I have no idea where I'm going, especially in the dark. Right, so that berm used to actually be there years ago for one of the old tracks. So, slightly more tech now, as you can sort of see. Doesn't really help with all the leaves. I've got no idea where I'm going, but as you can sort of see with the lights now, we can still see where we're going to some degree. So, really slick. Sort of think, oh my lord, there's owls and everything, that one of the steeper trails might actually be better than this. Off camber routes in 3-degree temperatures in the wet isn't really the best idea. Here he is, coming to pick us up. Get on, what a dude. It's pretty slick, eh?
What was it for you?
Slick.
Brighter than the headlights. It's fantastic.
Well, it's the fact that I can't actually see through here. So a minute ago, guys, we obviously took the 6-pack out. This time we're going to take the Max D out. Anything to say on the matter of the Max Ds?
Max D, 3300 lumens. Should have roughly the same battery power. 4 LEDs. We'll see if you can spot the difference.
Even better for me, because I decided that last track was a bit slimy and off cambery. We're going to go down another techie trail here, but it's a lot more straight and fast. So the trail we're going to ride now is called Devil's Dyke. It's a trail that's been here for a number of years, and it's got a little road jump at the bottom, so wish me luck. We're going to take the Max D out for a little spin down, as I said, quite a gnarly trail here. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware the conditions are pretty slick. Yeah, you go, excuses. So we're going to go pretty chill down here. So as I said, this is quite a techy downhill trail that we're going to ride now in the dark in 3-degree temperatures like an idiot. So here we go. We got our first tabletop. So straight away, I'd say you can tell a slight difference in your view. Jump over the rocks. So we've got a rock garden here. Normally I'd jump them, but I think today of all days I'm going to give it a little miss. So going into here, oh my god, there's deer. There's deer. Let's get the deer. Yeah boy. Right, so going into the next section, you see there's quite a lot of leaves everywhere which don't really help anything. So anyone who doesn't know this place, it is quite chalky, hence why I'm pottering down like my mum. So going into the faster section towards the bottom. So we've got a number of routes today that are slick. Going into the bottom jumps. Right, bottom road jump. Let's have it. Yeah! Right, and there we go. So that was Devil's Dyke. As you can tell, there was deers on the track, there was a number of trees all over the track, but all in, the whole reason we're here isn't to show how fast or slow I am, it's all about these lights. So you can sort of see then, the trail that we did then was Devil's Dyke, had a number of road jumps and things. We took the Exposure Max D out that time. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you just about. It's still good enough to get you down a steepest trail. You can still see all the features. We even saw, you know, a deer down that trail, bits of wood on that trail. So as I said, it's not really here to sort of show how fast or slow I am. It's more all about to see how good these lights are. We've gone middle of the road now. Obviously first run down it was with the 6-pack. Now we've gone with the Max D. So we're not actually kidding when we're saying that the landy lights aren't really all that. What have I got here? I've got the joystick. With the joystick you can see it's suddenly lighting up the way. Crazy. So we've obviously just used the Max D. We've obviously used the 6-pack. We're now going down again to the Exposure Toro.
So we're dropping you down another LED. You're down to 3 now on the front. You're 3,650 lumens on this one. Still got a backlit display, still roughly the same battery life. I think this is where it's going to start getting interesting on the really technical trails. This is where you're going to start noticing that you're lacking a little bit of light.
We are going to go down the same track, Devil's Dyke, and we're going to use the Toro this time. So as Andy said, this isn't as strong as obviously the 6-pack or the Max D. This is where it could get quite interesting. So it's been recommended that this will be fine for sort of cross country, but the technical downhill, we'll wait and see. So first jump. Oh my lord, it's slick. So straight away you can still see quite a way. You know, the quality's not too bad, but it's just, you can see the field of vision point of view. Just not going to be as strong as obviously the 6-pack. So it's quite cool riding the same trail because I get to know how slick it is. I get to sort of get used to it. And on the second point of view, we get to see the direct difference between the two lights. Like coming into the bottom section then is slick. Double, double, another double, up the North Shore. Just a road jump, round the berm, and there we are. Home and dry. Yeah! And sports fans, we have just used the Toro. We're now going to downsize again to the Exposure race.
This is the smallest bar mounted light that we've been given tonight. We're down to 1900 lumens now, so we've gone down from 4,750 to 1900, so we're less than half. We've got 2 LEDs on this one, and this one's going to be a whole lot of fun for Ben.
As we've said, we are going to use the exposure race. So dare I say it, already in the car park I can see quite a big difference between obviously this and the big bad boy. So we're going to ride the flowy trail to start off with. So you can actually honestly really tell the difference now. So it'd be all good if you're going to ride down your local trails to chill. If you're obviously looking at riding something a bit more extreme, you know, that's where you might want to think about buying one of the more expensive lights. A couple of tabletops. Have a table. Right, so the problem we've got now is my field of vision isn't quite as big anymore, so I'm really having to slow down into the turns, try and sort of see what the other side entails. If you're just riding with a group of mates, are you really going to push it as much? The problem we've got tonight is we're riding a load of wet chalk, so it's obviously not going to be as nice as a nice loamy dry forest in the summer, you know. Oh, big puddle, and there we go. Yeah, once again the old ghost effect. So just then we rode a flowy trail on the exposure race. So that is the smallest light that we're going to be using tonight. So I could honestly tell a massive difference straight out of the box, straight out of the car park. The field of view wasn't quite as good, but think about what you're going to be doing with these lights. Obviously if you're riding extreme downhills, then this isn't the lamp for you. However, if you're just going to do a nice casual ride with your mates in the woods or even on a road, that would be plenty. Get the uplift back up to the top. So as you can see, we're in this lovely Land Rover in 2-degree temperatures in the middle of November, because this is the love of the sport. That run then I took you down was with the exposure race. Something of that caliber, you know, is quite a bit smaller than something like the 6-pack. So it's all about what you use these lights for. If you're riding technical downhills, I wouldn't really recommend that. However, if you're riding around your local woods, nothing too tech, that, you know, that's plenty of light for what you need it for. Because Andy's bullied me into it, we're going to ride the steeper trail here now using the race. So this is obviously, how much smaller is this than the other one? Quite a bit smaller, isn't it?
Than the 6-pack?
Yeah.
Is less than half the power.
Right, so there we go. You heard it from the wizard sleeve himself. So we're gonna ride the techy trail once again. So this is Devil's Dyke. So you can sort of see the difference in the power setting now, where, as I said, in the van, this is very sort of one-dimensional in comparison. So as soon as I lift my front wheel there, you know, I can't see. There's loads of blind stuff, so it's even to the point I don't think I'm going to jump that this run. But yeah, so I can see a massive difference now in the performance. So as soon as I take off, I've suddenly got loads of black underneath me, rather than the other lamp. I can see it all the way through. So you literally just see all the way down. I'm having to just pay a bit more attention, especially going around the corners. I'm having to almost wait for the bike to turn before I can start to see properly. When the wheels are in the air, I've got loads of black spots. So I'll do the North Shore Gap, and then I think I'm going to chicken out of the road jump with this lamp. So, you know, just to prove a point with you guys, this isn't a small road jump. You can literally see we're probably about 6 foot up. But as soon as that lamp's in the air, all I'm seeing below me is like a black sort of dead space. So, you know, it's very blind in comparison. So I'm just going to roll around this, you know, for the sake of a video. I don't really want to start crashing. But it's very, very interesting to see the difference, that's for sure.
Hang on, mate. I'm third in this thing. Oh great, now we've got another video of me fucking the landing up. It's actually stuck.
As you guys can see there, I took you down the techie track, Devil's Dyke, with the exposure race on. being a div, I obviously went straight from the Landy straight down that track, and I actually forgot to put the head torch on, so I didn't really help myself at all then. Here we have the full array of lights that we've used tonight. We obviously started with the big dog, which is the Exposure 6-pack. We then went down to the Max D. We then went to the Toro, and finally finishing with the Race. I wouldn't recommend the Race if you're doing techie trails. I would definitely say, as a minimum, the Toro is probably what you want. You know, going around your country park or whatever, nice easy trails, definitely think of the Race. But other than that, I'd say, you know, Toro, Max D or 6-pack are the king dongs.
Your run with the Race where you didn't actually use the helmet light, one of the things you said was on the drops and jumps you were really struggling because you couldn't actually see the landings, and that's kind of a really good point for demonstrating using two lights at once. So you can actually, your helmet light that actually moves with your head will be able to look down onto things as you sort of do drop-offs or looking at the downslopes of jumps. So that was quite an interesting mistake, mate.
Yeah guys, that was a bit of a different vibe here tonight at Okeford Hill Bikepark. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you give it a thumbs up. It'd be epic if you guys could subscribe. Until the next one, I'll see you in a bit. Oi oi!
Check out okefordhillbikepark.co.uk. Come and book an uplift, and you can even book one of these demo lights.
There we go. Till next one, see you in a bit. Oi oi!